Well, if you remember back in January during some promotional interviews for Spare, Harry pointedly said that regarding an invite to the coronation or attendance at the coronation, he said the ball is firmly in the royal family's court. Now, with an invitation that has been issued in writing to Archewell, the royal family have smashed that ball back over the net towards Harry. It's going to be interesting to see how he deals with it. Now, he hasn't replied, he hasn't responded as of now, as my understanding, and there hasn't been any indication to the royal family that they will turn up. But like any big party, if you are having invites sent out to people from around the world or problematic people like Harry and Meghan, then you need to plan for their attendance. So they are looking at seating plans, they are looking at how they get them into the building, what they will be doing during the ceremony. So it's more of a logistical and operational response to the fact that they have actually issued the invite to the family in California. Well, this has been a problem in the past. So we've had Harry and Meghan return for several events over the last 18 months. And wherever they sit, it is poured over by people like me, but also by the organisers. During the Thanksgiving service at the Queen's Platinum Jubilee, I can say that the planners, the organisers, that they made sure that Harry and Meghan were put on a second row away from Prince Charles and Prince William, so they weren't in the same photograph. However, at the funeral, it's interesting to see that they were placed firmly behind Charles and Camilla, and they were less concerned. But it is something that they're going to be aware of. They're aware of the optics. Whenever they arrive, whenever they come into these events, people like us, people, journalists and members of the public will look at how they interact with members of the family. So we don't know where they're going to sit, but they will carefully choose whereabouts in connection to the senior royals. It's interesting that Harry could come alone, he could come with Meghan, or he could come with his entire family. Harry has returned alone in the past, but I see Harry and Meghan as a team. They received this invite together, and I could see if Harry came alone, maybe he could spend more time with his family away from Meghan, but I think he would like Meghan to come with him. It's also Archie's birthday on the same day as the coronation, and I would imagine that they would want to have some kind of birthday family party, and I would imagine that all of them will possibly be here for the coronation if they accept that invite. The way that the wind is blowing, if you've been looking at the last couple of months, we've gone from lots of drama over Spare, lots of family antagonism, very little comments from the royal family, very little reaction to what was said in Spare, but then we have this invite, and then we have this pause where the Sussexes are considering whether to come or not. So look, the odds are that, or the bookies are saying that they are odds on to attend. They're very rarely wrong. And as I say, the way that the wind is blowing, that seems the direction in which we are heading. I think there's a lot of talk about the circus when Harry and Meghan turn up. Will they have Netflix cameras? Will they come with a huge entourage? But this is the Charles and Camilla show. This is a coronation where the King and Queen will be crowned side by side in Westminster Abbey. There is nothing bigger than that. It doesn't matter who you are when you come over from all around the world with whichever baggage you have. This is an event that has been going on since 1066. And although they will be aware that Harry and Meghan will be here as a sideshow, perhaps, away from the coronation, I don't think there are fears that the actual ceremony itself, the arrival or the appearance of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, could take away from what's going to be a historic, momentous, colourful, incredible event that I think millions around the world will be more tuned into seeing Charles and Camilla going through this ceremony and seeing the intricacies of it, seeing this historical moment, rather than some relatives, to be fair, flying over from California to take their seat in the Abbey. I think there are fears outside the royal family, but I think they're 100% concentrated on that Charles and Camilla will be the stars of the show.